Hello, welcome back to Eagles FX. This is another trade recap on GBPJPY. So in this trade recap, I use fair value gap as my point of interest, and I also use my fair value gap as confirmation on the lower time frame before I executed this trade. And this trade gave me in excess of 120 pips. But before you apply this trading strategy, you must make sure that the price is trending. Is either the price has created a new lower low in your bigger time frame or a new higher high in your bigger time frame. Then watch out for the fair value gap that was created on that your new higher high, and highlight that place as your point of interest. So when price return to that zone, you now move down to 15 minutes time frame for your confirmation before you execute this trade. So let me walk you through how I take this trade on this pair, GBPJPY. But before we go there, if you have not joined my YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscription button so that you will be part of this family, because I call this trade free of charge every now and then. And if you have not joined our free Telegram channel where I drop these signals, kindly see the link in the description to join our free Telegram channel. So let's go. So this is GBPJPY on a 4-hour time frame. You can see it here. And may looking, you can see that on a 4-hour time frame that we are bearish. Starting from this zone, we are bearish. Okay, we are moving in this format, creating lower lows and lower high, lower low and lower high, another lower low. Okay, so this was the area where this price was when I started looking for my entry. Okay, what made me to start looking for a sell opportunity? Because you have created a new lower low and broke below this structure here. We broke below it, and overall the price is bearish. So when we broke this structure, I started positioning for a trade. So what do? I came to this zone and used my Fibonacci tool. You can see my Fibonacci tool, and put it from this swing high to the swing low. This was the swing low at this zone when the price was that time. Okay, so the essence of using this Fibonacci tool is to show me my discount area. Okay, because as a SMC trader, whenever I want to sell, I will sell from the premium area, but whenever I want to buy, I will buy from a discounted price. So if you're a businessman in a normal life scenario, you always want to buy things when it's cheap and also want to sell when the price is high. So this time around, the price is retracing back from where? From this zone. The price is retracing back from here, going back to this zone. So inside this zone, the golden zone is my premium zone. I will start looking for what? The institutional reference point inside this zone. So let me highlight them one by one so that you see it. Just pay attention. Let us highlight the institutional reference point inside our discount area. So first, we have a fair value gap here. If you look closely, you will see it. There's a fair value gap there. That's the first place that I highlighted. Fair value gap. Okay. Now that I've highlighted this fair value gap, there's another fair value gap up here. Okay. During that period, I highlighted it, but that will have our entry confirmation, which I will also show you when we go down. There's another fair value gap here. One may ask, how do you know the one we use? I will show you as we go down to lower time frame. So there are two fair value gaps there. So let me remove this. Let me put something to shed it. Once you have two fair value gaps, do not worry. I will show you how you know the one you use when you go to lower time frame. This fair value gap number one, and this is another fair value gap number two. So on this 4-hour time frame, we'll have 2 points of interest. These 2 points of interest, what they serve is to, whenever price come to our point of interest, we will go down to 15 minutes time frame and look for what? Change of character. If you see a change of character in either of the point of interest, that means we would know that the price want to start sell, because want to sell. Already price has given us a leg of lower low. So it's moving back to give us a lower high. After lower high, what next? Price will continue falling down. So when price come to this point of interest, I move down to 15 minutes time frame. I'll be looking for confirmation, and my confirmation will be to see the 15 minutes time frame changing character. So let me leave this in like this. Let's go down to 15 minutes time frame. All right, so this is 15 minutes time frame. As you can see clearly on this 15 minutes time frame, you can see clearly. So this is the retracement that happened. That 4 hour time frame. It started from this zone. You can see it in 15 minutes time frame. We started going bullish, higher high, higher low, another higher high, another higher low, equal higher high, and we now have a lower low. At this point in time, the market has shifted structure, telling us that 15 minutes time frame has aligned itself with the 4 hour time frame, which is bearish. So at this point in time, we will start looking for sell opportunity. So when this lower low was created, okay, I now look inside this zone. Let me remove this one so that you see it. Let me remove this, and let me remove this one also. I'm walking you through. Pay attention. See where the lower low was created and cause a change of character. This is a shift in market structure at this zone. Okay. So when this thing happen, I say, okay, is there any fair value gap from this zone to this zone? Let me use my flip so that I'll show you. From this zone to this, you pay attention. From this zone to this zone, is there any fair value gap there? There's no fair value gap. The only institutional reference point that I'm seeing there is order block. Let me remove. Where is our order block? This is the order block. You see this green candle is the order block. This is order block. So let me remove this so that it won't confuse you. This one has placed its role so that the chart will be clean. So I was waiting for price to see if price will retrace back to this order block. I was waiting when this thing happened to see if this price will retrace back to this order block for me to take this trade for a sell. But that did not happen. Rather, price came to this zone and break a structure. So that means this zone is now violated. It's no longer valid. So this is another structure that price has broken this zone. Pay attention so that you learn this in once and for all. Let me remove this. So when this thing happened, I saw a fair value gap from this zone to this zone, from this zone, from this zone to this zone, from this swing high now to this swing low, this zone. I saw a fair value gap, and that was where I put my pending order. Let me show you so that you see it clearly. There's a fair value gap here from here to here, and I put my pending order there. So that's where I put my pending order. This one has placed 0. Let's remove it. I put my pending order there in this format. Somewhere here. That's where I put my pending order. And my stop loss above this zone. And my first level of target is this liquidity here. This liquidity. Alright. So this trade is 1:2.4 risk to reward. So if you risk $1,000 in this trade, you will get 2,400 and something dollars, approximately $2,500. So that was the risk and that is the reward. As you can see it, and immediately price came in, price tapped me in without any drawdown. Okay, and I was even hoping that price will give me another trading opportunity. When price tapped me in, I was hoping that if price break this zone, I was hoping that if price break this zone like this, that will give me another entry for me to enter. I was believing that price will after breaking here, that there will be some sort of retracement to this zone for second entry, but that did not happen. Rather, price went down straight to TP, and I call this thread live on my Telegram group channel. So let's see it here. So this is my Telegram channel. It's a free channel where I drop signals every week. So I'm using this opportunity to tell you to join this channel because you'll be getting free signals here every week. Let me show you the thread. Let me show you the thread. Okay. All right. So this was the thread. You can see it here. This was the thread. This was when I was hoping for the second entry, but the first entry came in around this zone, Okay. And this is the entry actually. You can see it. The VPJPY entered this trade at 190.317. That was when I entered at the price level. I entered this trade. So I was holding it. And this trade move was very fast. This was on Friday. This trade happened on Friday. And before a few minutes after entering this trade, the trade run 80 pips. You can see it here. 80 pips without delay. From 190 for 190.317 to 189.585. And we say hedge because we know our target. And finally we meet our target here, plus 120 pips. You can see it. This was when we reach our target. Okay, and you can see it here. There's nothing hidden on this thread. So this is how I drop thread every now and then on this free Telegram channel. So if you have not joined this free Telegram channel, kindly do yourself good to join this free Telegram channel. You can see when I say TP1 secured money in the bank. This is it here. This is when I secure the TP. So I'm telling you to go and practice this in your chat, and you see the result. When you see the result, come and thank me later. See you guys in my next episode. Cheers.